you know that Mozart didn't write anything for the piano.
Oh.
You know that? He used the piano as a sketchbook for symphonies and orchestras. Mozart was primarily an opera composer. So when you study a piece like this, don't think about piano sound, you have to think about orchestra. All orchestra is playing here. Strings. When string plays, the sound doesn't die right away, right? When violin plays staccato, the sound stays. So we don't need to play that. You know, let me show you. You put the pedal in, make an orchestral sound. No staccato. This one. Should be. So don't start so loud. Focus on this because the piano, even a great Bessendorfer, we have a problem. The top is always softer than the bass. So when you play that, if you do it equal, you hit this. You want to catch, you see, you're like a fisherman. You like to fish? You have to catch the fish, the ears of the listener, you have to catch them on a hook right away. So, you hear right away, you're already listening to this. If you play this, it's like giving the fish three baits. He goes, they're not going to bite. What does it mean? It's a sigh, heavy sigh, not aggressive. You know, if there are psychologists here, if somebody is like, my friend, you need some help. They're like sighs, you know. You have a long piece to go. Now, after the first forte, because the piano, as we go up, becomes softer and softer. So we have to do a trick. You play loud, tim, tam, then soft. And then it gives you a nice crescendo. If you go ta, la, 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 it's already choked. All right, let's do it. Use your arm. Make a round trip, not a round trip. Nice, nice. Soft. Yeah, but this sounds like an orphan. Where are my parents? A little pedal, a little echoes, you know. Strings. No staccato. It's legato. No staccato. You know staccato is like cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper in cooking. Sometimes when I cook, I put too much, you know. I go, really? Staccato is a very powerful device. We have to use it only when it's indicated by the composer. Only. So there are two waves. Round trip. Feeling. You know, people say, oh, play with feeling. But, you know, you don't do everything with feeling. Or you don't say, sweet Edward, can you please clean the dishes? You know, it's time for feeling. Yeah, the other thing is true. Sometimes people say, oh, I like these tomatoes. You know, the neighbors just got killed yesterday by 2 gunmen, you know. It's a lack of feeling on the other side. But there's not much feeling here. It's just a color. Wow. But the second one has to be bigger. It's the same thing but bigger. Right. Keep your hand. Let me show you. For the piano, when you do, when you move your hand too much, it's like somebody who speaks. Yes, I breathing too much. In this case, basically the skeleton is. In 2 hands. This is too easy. Just listen to the G, A flat. You can hold it. Nobody will do. Hold it a little longer than 0. You know, Horowitz used to say, when somebody asked him, why do you hold this note? He said, listen, even in the Bible I found few loopholes, you know. It's a loophole. You can leave the note, no, but it just sounds beautiful. Nobody will question it. And then when people ask him, Maestro, how do you play? I don't make it sound so beautiful. He said, I don't know, I just play, you know. I never want to tell, but you can see it. You leave no. Don't do this, because there is tension. You do silence. You don't need to play it exactly in time. It creates tension. You see, to communicate to audience, you have to create tension and then resolve the tension. You know, it's like consonant and vowels in language. You cannot have letters just with consonants, right? Because there is no relaxation. And delay the crescendo. You know, beautiful crescendo are not like this. They're actually they open late. In most time, it will make a much more beautiful crescendo if the crescendo is like this. You see, it delays opening. It opens later. It creates also beautiful line. This is too mathematical. Ta 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 ta. I also pay attention because the listener know you're going up, but you're not up yet. You're delaying the going up. All piano playing and music making, it's all geared to give people pleasure, not to ask them, and to communicate to them, you know. And that's how you communicate in the real, not with faces or gestures, or like looking up to the door. When people go like this, you know, you do things like this in waiting, delaying crescendos. All right, let's do from here. Not so much, not so much. Just hint it. get bigger and bigger and bigger like you did before. Keep for, yeah. All right. Now next time, bigger. Now. You need. Play the bass, catch him on the pedal. And more this time. Very nice. Go ahead, go ahead. Which you want to show me? This or this? This, right? Now the soprano was waiting now for a long time to go like this. Waiting. Now, la 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 la. That's the aria. That's certainly singing. So in singing, when you have fast notes, you never play them too fast. Otherwise, you cannot. La 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 la. Let me show you. Yeah. So the orchestra is. You can slow down because otherwise she will not enter in the right time. You go. We'll talk about this tomorrow, the bel canto. Bel canto never does. Not easy to do. But when playing piano, always one hand follow the other. In this case, the left hand has to accommodate. It takes a little longer to make the turn beautifully, so the left hand should listen like a good conductor. I'll do it different. It happens twice, right? Twice. Maybe second time. You know, there's a big subject about slurs in music. Slurs, it comes from violin playing, and it doesn't mean if there is a slur. Chopin writes slurs and many rests. So breathing is nothing to do with slurs. The slurs means this note should be legato, but doesn't mean that there is a breath before the slur starts. Only only when there are two equal notes in 2, 3, or 4, or 5, like in the tempo sonata, then you do ta 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 ta. But in any other place, you have to use the breathing logic. So where were we? Oh, so you can delay the E flat, make a little bit of a dissonance. You hear it? Otherwise, ta ta. He's like a guy who goes to the train station. You remember it then. And he said, yes, I like a ticket to Boston. And I like a round-trip ticket. So the man said, to where? He said, are you stupid or something? Round trip back into here. So when you enter the piano, don't enter always in and out, in and out. Because what happens is when we go only in, we cannot listen because you are busy holding the note. We have to listen, so we have to play in and relax, and you listen more. Sometimes we need not to count. Like tim pam. What if you play it in a very echoey place? Tam pam. It'll take time for the sound to die. So you don't count on this. Alright, one more. Just do it one more time. This is a big storm in Mozart language, a big storm in the forest here. Do it again, do it. Agitato. La 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 for him. Right. The storm doesn't disappear like, right? Pam pam. Staccato? No. Orchestra with pedal, big ones. Pom 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 pom. La la la. No timpani. Strings. La 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 la. Round trip. Flexible hand. La la la. The quality of the stroke is more important than the volume. The volume will come. So you focus on the quality of the stroke. The volume is easy. When you have a canon, only one voice at a time. Right hand start, tam, pam, pam. When the left hand start, the right hand has to shush, like Toscanini used to do. Today, jazz conductors go like this. So in the old days, they used the left hand for balance. Remember, you won't see anybody who does it today. Balance. So only one voice. Play from here and shut the right hand when the left hand comes in very big. precise or not? So you can wait, right? It's not. Right. Very good, Charlotte. Unfortunately, we have to, right? Needs to finish now. Not finish, but stop temporarily. All right. Thank you very much.